Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So, carrying on with the G7P quick videos. So this one is going to be for the failsafe setup. So we come into RX menu, then failsafe, and when you first get in here, it's going to be set to off. Now, how you set this depends on whether you're running a nitro or whether you're running an electric. But if you're running an electric, you're first going to want to turn this on, and then it says set it all to current values. So basically this is going to keep your sub trim settings and your throttle trim and your channels that you've got selected. So this will set them all to 0. So should the RC lose connection, so let's see if we can so if we're driving along and it loses signal, it completely cuts off. It just goes back to 0 on everything. So if you're driving at quite high speed, it loses signal, it's just going to stop. You're not going to get a runaway. Now, the only time you'd set this slightly different is if you're running a nitro. So if we're going to be running a nitro, what I tend to do on nitros is on the throttle, I'd set that to say 20% brake, just so when you lose control, your nitro engine's going to keep running. If your failsafe isn't set to brake, it's just going to keep running and run off. Most ESCs, if they don't get a signal, will stop. Obviously, your nitro engine's running with the servo's just going to sit where it is. So you'd want to change this throttle one, and you'd want to set it, and I'll pick the RC up because this one's electric, so it's going to try and run off. So if we set that to sort of 20% brake, and depending on how you've got your forward and reverse as well, you need to make sure. So if we then lose signal, yeah, this would need to be reversed. But you can see that is now setting the throttle to a set position, and all you'd want to make sure is that it's running and the position that it's set to is going to put the brake on. So with the way this ESC is set up, I'd have to set it to say 20% forward on this. So if we back out, turn the power off, yeah, that's better. So it's just turning it to brake 20%. But you would have to see which way your servo moves. So you'd obviously want to set that without the engine running. But on electric, set it to 0. Same with your other channels, set them all to 0. Your sub trim, it's not really that important because all it's going to do is your wheels would just turn if you set that to 0. But on the first screen where it says do you want to set current values, press OK on that and it'll set your wheels straight, or your throttle, sub trim or anything like that. But that is how you set the failsafe. And then should the worst happen and you lose power, your RC is just going to sit there and not run off. But thanks again for watching Wtf Rc Cars. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share to friends and family, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys again in the next one.